So I do this thing on Sundays where I flip the switch to avoid highways on the Google map and I take a back road trip to a destination. Last Sunday, by 11 a.m., I suppose, I didn't know where I was going to go. So I went to the corner store, picked up a Red Bull, got back in my car, started fiddling around with my phone, logged into Facebook, and saw that Congressman John Lewis was making his final descent across the Edmond Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama. And that's when I said, Soph, you're going to take this back road trip to Selma, Alabama. This was my experience. U.S. Route 29 runs from Pensacola, Florida to Baltimore, Maryland. This particular part of US 29 starts off in College Park, runs through Union City into Palmetto, Georgia, and places further south. This mural is located near Franklin City Park in Franklin, Georgia. So far, I have not been able to identify who painted the mural or why it was painted. An interpretive sign prepared by Randolph County Historical Society notes that this was once the site of Waheedkee yarn mills in Alabama. Here flows Waheedkee Creek. As I was driving through Roanoke, Alabama, I passed by Corey Terry. I purchased a couple francs from Terry and had a brief chat. He expressed that his family is Black history. I will try to share more on that in the future. I thought seeing this Black Lives Matter billboard along a rural road in Alabama was unique. This photograph was taken along Highway 431, just as you cross over Highway 65 east and west. All right, y'all, let's take this ride on into Selma, Alabama. So when I finally get to Selma, I'm not just looking for Google Maps to tell me. I'm looking for a sign that says you have arrived. And these Selma Mall signs were the first symbols to let me know.
500 feet, turn left onto Poplar Street.
This shop is called Candy Lady. I didn't go in because I was holding off on my sweets that day. But check out their Facebook page. And if you are ever in Selma with a sweet tooth, I'm sure they've got you covered. I'm going to sign off for a few so you can check out the road leading to the Edmond Pettus Bridge. The architecture and all that good stuff. I'm currently on US Route 80, Business East, heading towards Water Street, again in Selma, Alabama.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Water Avenue. Turn right onto Water Avenue, then you will arrive at your destination. You've arrived.
Civil Rights Memorial Park. I could imagine folks stood behind that beloved community sign to pay their final respects as Congressman John Lewis made his final crossing over the Alabama River, the Edmond Pettus Bridge. I have to acknowledge just how beautiful that sky is. This is the site of the National Voting Rights Museum and Institute. It's located at 6 U.S. Highway 80 East, Selma, Alabama. This is Boss Man of City Supplies t-shirt printing. I purchased a commemorative shirt from him. I saw this sign for historic Selma tours offered by blacksheeptours.org. I'll look them up and will definitely take in the tour experience when the time permits. Absolutely. So are you just here for a couple of days or you live now?
No, I'm going back home. I just left church this morning and it took me about an hour and a half to get here. And now I'm about to head back home.
Ancient Africa, Enslavement, and Civil War Museum, located at 1410 Water Avenue. The Selma to Montgomery Historic Route. This is the site of the original National Voting Rights Museum and Institute. Remnants of the day's festivities. I came across this newspaper stand and purchased a copy of the weekend edition. The Final Crossing. John Lewis is on the cover. This is Mr. Walker. He said his son Tyler marched with Congressman Lewis 3 times. Here he is pictured in a t-shirt to commemorate that family history.